What weapons is Iran using to strike at all the Gulf Cooperative Council countries, the Arab sheikdoms throughout West Asia, and of course as far as west as Cyprus and of course Israel? Well, Iran has a very unique military in the sense that it has an extremely weak air force. It has air force that dates back to the 1970s and 80s. It has a coastal navy. It does not have conventional forces that other countries have. But what Iran has and what they have invested in over the years is a very strong drone, cruise missile, and a ballistic missile force. Now, one of the biggest weapons in Iran's arsenal is the Shahed 136 drone. Now, this is a one-way kamikaze drone, and Iran has perfected these in very large numbers. They build these very cheap, very inexpensive to build, something like $30,000 or $40,000. They carry an explosive charge of something like 50 kilometers out to 2,000 kilometers. I mean, that is how powerful this platform is. It's very cheap, it's easy to build, and Iran has built these in the tens of thousands. In fact, they're so good at building this platform that they have exported production lines of the Shahed 136 to the Russian Federation as well. They've set up production lines which the Russians have now produced, and they're using it in the Russia-Ukraine war. They call it the Tehran, but of course, the father of all of that is the Shahed 136. Iran has used these against the Gulf countries of late. In the last 3 days, they've been showering Shahed 136s into the Emirates, into Kuwait, into Bahrain, all of these. It's a very low cost, low visibility, slow moving drone. It gets the job done as far as Iran is concerned. And it's so effective now that the United States has copied this model. They call it the low cost, it's so effective now that the United States has copied this platform. They've deployed it and used it even in West Asia. They call it the Lucas, which is a reverse engineered version of the Shahed 136. Now, Iran's second capability is for cruise missiles. Now, these are jet-powered cruise missiles of the something like the Russian Kh-55 is believed to be the origin of these cruise missiles, these Iranian cruise missiles. They're called the Saumar, among many others, but this is one of the most effective ones. It has a range of over 1,000 kilometers. It is a turbojet-powered, slow-moving platform. This is something that Iran has in the thousands. And the third and the most effective part of Iran's IRGC aerospace forces, these are all under the Islamic Revolutionary Guards Council aerospace forces. They're all directly controlled by the aerospace forces. The third and the most important leg are the ballistic missiles. Now, these are solid and liquid fueled missiles that the IRGC operates on transporter erector launchers. They are both liquid fueled. The liquid fueled rockets, of course, carry more payload, more than a ton, 1 ton of high explosive. The solid fueled ones are, of course, faster. They fly faster with a lighter payload. So this is the third anchor of Iran's weapon. You can call it a triad. The Iranian military does not have, as I mentioned, they don't have a competent air force. They don't have warships. They don't have too many sophisticated warships. So they have invested in this so-called triad of weapons, which is low-cost kamikaze drones, cruise missiles, and of course ballistic missiles of these liquid and solid fueled missiles. They have names like the Sejil and the Khorram Shaher. And this is what Iran has been using in the 12-day war to overwhelm Israel's missile defenses. And this triad of weapons is again something that Israel has, and this triad of weapons is something that Iran has been using in the current military operations in West Asia to retaliate for Israel's and the United States offensives against Iran. They have been firing these triad of weapons into countries starting from Cyprus to the west and Oman to the east. Something like 8 or 9 countries are in the firing line of all of these 3 weapon system platforms that Iran has developed over the years. It's a unique category of weapons. It is something that Iran has developed over the years. It is something that they have perfected and now they've exported to the rest of the world. So this essentially is what Iran has. If Iran were to lose any of these, this triad of weapons, then Iran becomes defenseless, because, as I mentioned, they do not have a military as capable as the ones used by other countries. They have been under sanctions for several decades, but they have focused on these type of platforms to give them that edge. And today, if they're able to resist Israel and the United States, it's primarily because of this triad of weapon systems. So they have something like 5,000 ballistic missiles almost, 30 to 40,000 of these Shahed 136 type kamikaze drones, and several hundreds of these cruise missiles of the Somar class. And these are typically what make up Iran's arsenal, this aerospace forces run by the IRGC, and this is what makes them relevant in West Asia even today, and this is one reason that they have been able to continue fighting the fight.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.